Hi, Ravishankar.
Yeah, hello, Karthik. Give me one.
No worries. Yeah, take your time. Bye.
Hello, Karthik. Is my voice loud and clear?
Yes, Toastmaster Ravi Shankar. Your voice is loud and clear. Welcome, TTM Vasanti. Welcome, TTM Noor. Welcome, Toastmaster Noor Izati. Yeah, Ravi Shankar. Yes, please. Your voice is loud, clear.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yep.
I will be the timer for this today.
You have okay. You have the timer slides, right?
Yep, it is just a Zoom background, right? So I do have.
Yes, correct. It's just a Zoom back. If you want to test the background, you can test it. I hope it's working fine for you because right now you have a virtual background.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm doing it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, green is fine, red is fine, yellow is fine. So do you have a slide? I don't know how do you guys do in your club for the time completion?
Usually, I have a timer in my phone, so I change my background accordingly.
Okay. When the time completes, do you ring or do you show change your background with the
We just
message?
change the background.
Okay. Do you have that slide, the last one after time completion?
Oh, time completion is red, right? I just changed my background to red.
Okay. So after you show red, they have 30 seconds, right? And after
Correct.
30 seconds, do you ring after 30 seconds?
No, I don't think there's any ring.
Okay. So, okay. How do those? I mean, in your club, how do you notify that the 30 seconds have crossed? Is it anything you follow?
Maybe I'm not sure. I'm also pretty new here.
Okay, that's fine then. Because in few clubs, actually, they have a message in the background states time completed. So that's why I was.
I don't think there is. I've not seen any such things here.
Okay, that's fine then. No worries. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's keep that. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Anthem will be doing the accounting. Good evening, everybody. I see Basan, Ravi, Kartik, as well as Izati. Hi, Izati, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, so sorry.
Hi, Lisa.
We will be starting in a short while. We are still setting up, pardon us, because we are still running a bit behind schedule. We have quite a number of guests with us in the room. We have Richard, we have Bala, and we have Anand, Ansem, and Tiffany with us. Hold on. Let me change the virtual background so we can see the whole thing. There you go. We are on site right now and we're still setting up. Say hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm still waiting for Owen, the rest to come online.
Ravi, good to see you, Ravi.
I've already.
Hi, Kartik.
Hi, Anand. Hi.
Have everyone have your dinner?
Yep, I just had. How about you?
We will have it after the meeting.
Oh, that's going to be late. Anand, question.
Yes.
For all these speakers, I mean, this is my first time as a timer. So for all the speakers, the time given for them is 7 minutes, right?
5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, so after 5 minutes, I must turn my background to a yellow, and then
Green first.
yeah, green. Yeah, green.
Minute is yellow. And at the 7th minute, it will be red.
Okay.
30 seconds later, you can just say you can unmute yourself and say time's up, or you have a bell or something, you can just indicate it. Or if you have another background, you can change to say time's up. You can just use that.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Okay. Thank you.
All right, welcome.
Hi, Anand.
Yes.
So this would be the camera position for the speakers while speaking.
No, we are setting up another camera
Okay.
to do it. So we're having, I think, 2 cameras today, or maybe 3. So just give us a couple of minutes.
Okay, sure. Yeah, thanks. Just checking.
Kartik as a controller. Okay. All right. Yeah, can.
Your face is its face is cut, right?
Okay. Is it better?
And this time. Yeah, good.
It's just nice.
So
So that means at this point,
this point.
Dana, you want to try? Like,
Yeah.
check your.
So that's the speaking.
Yeah, that is- If you go any further, right, if you get smaller.
Okay.
This big. Yeah.
Or slightly better.
You try a bit nearer. Nearer cannot, you'll feel the cut off. In the center of this room, there is a.
Oh,
It's just like.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, only. Oh, yes. Hello. Very good. Yeah, no, I don't need to be off to set up already.
No. You just come in.
That's not in my. Me too. Today, table topic.
Let me find something.
Oh. Never mind, I think it's fine then. So microphone will detect the speaker.
Here is, okay. All right, guys, I'm sharing a slides. Let me see whether thumbs up if you do see the slides. Can you all see the slide?
No, we are not able to see. Yeah, now we are able to.
Hi, hello, welcome. You must be.
Hi, everyone. Hi, this is Karthik. Hi, everyone.
This is our speaking.
Hello, everyone.
Lisa. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Here.
Yeah, it will be projected there using this as the main master control. It's the master control ring.
No, we're trying to better.
Oh. Hi, Andrew. Take a picture. I'm the. Yeah. Yes, so later you have to come and present the what is it.
Yeah. On.
Beauty. All right, we are trying to set up our technical infrastructure. So please bear with us while we do our setup. Mic test. Oh, which part is which part? No. You don't.
Me? No.
Are you connected?
No.
So much. Yeah, I need to do an impromptu like, okay, come and see now. Look out the box. There's no connection. Yeah, there's not.
And what?
That's very good. Thank you so much.
Return of it.
We're seeing two cameras of me and the same spots. Any mic is connected? Whose mic is connecting? So everybody turn off your volume. I need to join.
The mic which is connecting is Kebun Baru TC.
It's on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while waiting for our technical team to set up the hybrid, we shall start rolling with the icebreaker for this evening. Shall we? All right, fabulous evening to all. I'm Lisa Wong, your SAA for this evening. Maybe I'll just shift them. All right, theme for tonight. Volunteerism. Sounds like tourism to me. It's a mouthful of words. Let's begin with our audience online. Can we get our Division B director to jumpstart the ball by giving us an interpretation of what you think is volunteerism? You have to unmute yourself to speak.
Thank you. Volunteerism. What I think about volunteerism is something you do without someone forcing you to do. That's what. And a lot of things we do it with someone's force. We do it without someone forcing. That's what I think volunteerism is.
Thank you so much. Can I move to the next guest? Maybe can I have Owen standing by? Show your face, Owen. I know recently you did something amazing. The whole world knows.
Hi everyone.
You want us to attend your wedding?
No, thanks. On the topic of that, I think getting married is like volunteerism. You don't get paid for it, and you might you might regret it. But there are a lot of benefits that come from it. Back to you, Lisa.
Thank you so much. Hey, how come I can see another? There's another camera. Okay, we're all surrounded 3D. All right, fabulous evening to all once again. Can I invite Ravi to share with us what is volunteerism? That's a theme for tonight.
Yeah, good evening, one and all. Well, for me, volunteerism is basically you give something without expecting anything back. So that's a primary theme for volunteerism.
Without getting something back. Okay, how about let's go one round. Let's move with our audience online. How about Terry? Terry.
Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Terry. Nice to be here. Define volunteerism. I'm quite inclined to think that volunteerism is the biggest charity to ourselves. We owe it too much to ourselves to volunteer.
You want to log online as well? We can see the whole. Okay, thank you, Terry, for sharing. Moving to the next person. Izati, are you there? If not, I will proceed with Vasanti. Vasanti, are you there?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Lisa, for the question. To me, volunteerism makes me rich. I gain more than I give.
Wow, that is really very rich interpretation. I love that one. Thank you so much, Vasanti, for sharing. Izati, share with us what is your interpretation on volunteerism?
Volunteerism to me is giving back to the community without expecting much in return. As what I'm doing with the charity that I'm working with, called Free for All. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Izati. That was a very noble call. Yes, volunteerism, it is all about the action. Now moving to our audience on site. Can I invite Kasa, who's still tying his time? Tiffany, come. Share with us, what do you think is, what is your interpretation of volunteerism? Or you want to just stand there? Yeah, you can stand.
I think volunteerism belongs to the charity aspect. If we volunteer our time, our skills to the less fortunate, then we will gain our things in return. Thank you.
Moving
Lisa, if I may interrupt, the voice is very feeble. I think they may have to come where you stand to be audible.
All right. In view of that, Tiffany, would you like to do it one more time?
Hi everybody. I'm Tiffany. I think volunteerism belongs to the charity aspect. We volunteer our time and skills to help the less fortunate, and we get back more in return. Thank you.
I'm listening.
Hey, thank you, Tiffany. How about Bala?
Hi, good evening, everybody. For me, volunteerism is about, you're passionate about a cause and you want to actually feel privileged to pursue for that cause. And in return, not only you touch others' lives, but also enhance your own life. For me, that's what it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Bala. Moving to my left, my right, sorry. On my left is actually Kasa. Kasa, are you ready?
One good evening, everyone. Kasa, member of the Moral Club. To me, volunteerism is to do it from the heart, and whereby the motivation is not about the material gains that you will get out of it. Sometimes there will be some material gain, but if whatever you do can benefit others, and the motivation is to help others, that is what volunteerism.
Thank you, Cursor. Anand, you can stand where you are to try. Oh. We have to speed up.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Volunteerism, this is something which has been playing in my mind for quite a while. I belong to this club where everybody says it's a volunteer club, but yet I have to pay dues every 6 months. So is that volunteerism? I don't know.
I can't speak for that, although we all volunteered to be a part of this big family. So how about NC? NC, would you like to share your view on volunteerism? Let me come forward. And you're all dressed up, show the world what you have prepared. NC is our language evaluator for this evening.
Good evening, everyone. I think that volunteerism is the act of stepping forward to participate in the world we are pursuing. It need not be any renewable institution. The act of bringing ourselves forward is voluntary enough.
So much. Thank you so much. And see, how about Richard? Yeah. Yes, you got a cue. Come on, Richard. Come on. You can unlock yourself.
Hi, Richardson, guest.
Hey guys, cannot hear, the speaker is mute, the mic is muted.
Lisa, I think the mic is muted. We cannot hear him.
Can you all hear us though?
Oh yeah,
Can they hear us?
I don't think so.
Lisa, you very pretty, yeah, Lisa.
We are able to hear you. Lisa, we are not able to hear you.
Anand. Yeah, they cannot hear us also.
Can we all hear each other?
Yeah, now can. Just now we cannot. We can't hear Richard. So he need to introduce again.
So what Richard just shared was that he has been doing volunteer work for 2 decades and involved in 9 organizations. Does that give you a very succinct summary for what he just said? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have covered almost everybody except for Thomas. Thomas, would you like to wrap up for the last volunteer?
Oh. Hi everyone, my name is Thomas from the Pasir Ris Toastmasters Club. So in terms of volunteerism, sometimes you volunteer, sometimes you get volunteered, and you will know what I mean during table topics. Thank you so much.
Nice one. Thank you, Thomas. Right, we shall now resume back to our program for this evening. Let me start officially. Terrific Tuesday evening to Club President, past district and present district officer, fellow Toastmasters guests, and welcome to Kebun Baru August chapter meeting. I'm Lisa Wong, your Toastmasters of this evening. Let me explain what is the theme for this evening. Volunteerism is a form of helping people who are actively seeking out opportunity to help others in need. You must be happy to do what you like and be happy to do what you are passionate about. So making this assistance and commitment over a time of period at your own cost. In the human language, we say volunteers are the only humans on the earth who reflect this nation's compassion and just plain loving one another. I hope this little message resonate with you and inspire you in your journey. And of course, I hope this evening we will have a fabulous time. As I go through the meeting lineup, for tonight, we have our language evaluator, NC Yao from Buena Vista Toastmasters Club, who will introduce us the word of the day. Let me go through the role of the language evaluator is to introduce us a word or a language tool that can be used to form any words or an English language tool that can range from a metaphor to alliteration. He will also take note of incomplete sentences, mispronunciation, as well as the good and bad uses of languages and grammar during the meeting. And after that, our club president, Mr. Anson Ng, Presentation Mastery 3, shall deliver his opening address. Followed by that, we shall have our prepared speech segment by our club member. For tonight, we have 4 prepared speeches, including our president's opening address. After that, we will have our timer, Ravi, who shall provide us with the timer's report. The timer's role is very important as he keeps track of the time spent by each speaker. And of course, definitely we aim for the same thing to end on time. Therefore, we shall vote using Mentimeter for this evening. I shall release all the Menti code as we finish each segment. Following our prepared speech segment, we will have our table topic speaking section. Table topic is a long-standing Toastmasters tradition. The intention is to help Toastmasters member and guests to develop the ability to organize their thoughts quickly and responses in an impromptu manner. So the table topic masters for tonight is our distinguished Toastmasters, Uncle Sir. He will give a brief description of the table topics, and then he will call the respondents at random. This is where you either get volunteered or you be volunteering. Your response shall express your thoughts clearly and concisely and lasting about 1 to 2 minutes. At the end of this segment, our timer again will provide us with the timing report to see if our respondents qualify for voting. And followed by that, we will have a break. And after the break, we shall resume with speech evaluation. And once again, the timer's report, and we will be voting using Mentimeter for the whole evening. Now, let's invite our language evaluator, NC Yao, to share with us the word of the day.
Thank you, Lisa. Oh, I prefer to have it on. Okay. My role as the language evaluator tonight is to introduce the word of the day and encourage its use by speakers, evaluators, and table topic speakers. I shall note who uses the word of the day or a derivative of it correctly. At the end of the meeting, I will be delivering a language evaluation report commenting on the use of language throughout the meeting. This would be a good opportunity for aspiring speech writers to take down pointers, especially in the field of language use for future speeches. The word of the day for tonight that I've chosen is alleviate. Alleviate. A-L-L-E-V-I-A-T-E.
We shall have also to share. Continue.
Other word forms of alleviate include alleviated, alleviating, and alleviates. What does alleviate mean? It is to relieve or to lessen. To make something such as pain or suffering more bearable, such as drugs that alleviates the symptoms, using relaxation techniques to alleviate stress. Another use of using alleviate is to partially remove or correct something that was undesirable. An example of this would be the government programs alleviates some form of poverty, or enticing retirees into the workforce to alleviate the current labor shortage. As you can see, this idea of alleviation sort of addresses why some altruistic volunteers would want to bring forth their service. It is to bridge a gap that they see in society. As this is the word of the day, I would encourage every speaker, evaluator, or table topic speaker to actively use this word throughout the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, NC. You may be back. Allow me to reintroduce this meeting. Tonight, we are very fortunate that we have our on-site meeting as well as our online meeting function running concurrently. So this is our hybrid meeting. We have been running this mode for the past 4 weeks, past 1 month, since last term. So to guests who are the first time with us, welcome. Before I go on, let me introduce the timer and the R counter and the team that is supporting this meeting. So for timers, he is Ravi, who will be taking our time silently. And we also have our counter, who is Anthem. Izati is actually not feeling well, but she's observing the meeting from home. And we have our general evaluator in the house, who is Richardson, distinguished Toastmaster Richardson. Thank you, Richard, for gracing the meeting. Okay. Once we have our language evaluator sharing with us the word of the day, we shall proceed to the next segment of this meeting. Just give me a minute. Okay. We shall now have the opening address by our club president, Anson He will be delivering his presentation mastery level 3 speech. May I invite her project evaluator, distinguished Toastmasters Vasanti Jagannathan, to read out the project purpose statement and the timing. Vasanti.
Thank you, Lisa. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others, and to inspire the audience. Anson, all the very best to you. Thank you.
For Anson's speech is 5 to 7 minutes. So timer at 5 minutes, the green background shall be showing. At 6 minutes, the yellow background shall be showing. Timer, are you there?
Yep. I'm noting it down.
Yes, because I don't see any background changes.
Oh. 5 minutes, I have a green background.
Yes, 5 minutes, the green background. Can we have a, yeah, thank you so much. And then at 6 minutes, a yellow background. And at 7 minutes, this is where our famous red background will turn up. And at 30 seconds, we shall have a bell. For tonight's speech, Anson will be attempting his project 3, Inspire Your Audience, with the speech title, Majula. Anson,
Thank you to our of the evening, Lisa Wong. Warm welcome to our past and present district officers, Toastmasters, and guests. There was a time when people said that Singapore will make it.
we did.
Oh, thank you. Outstanding. And thank you so much for participating. I was so worried that nobody responded and you'll just fall flat. And a very good evening to all. Happy National Day to everyone. I wanted to explore a bit of our Singaporean identity and to extract some inspiration from it. Tonight, I started my speech with this famous opening lyrics from We Are Singapore. It's written by a Canadian, Hugh Harrison, in 1987. He is also known for writing Stand Up for Singapore and Count on Me Singapore. To many, these are propaganda and brainwashing. The fact that you're able to complete the lyrics, that means the indoctrination was very successful. All jokes aside, when I delved deeper on the essence of the message, I found it very inspirational and I could adapt it to my own life. This song was not just about nation building. I put to you, this song is about starting life at a disadvantage. It's about when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. This song, We Are Singapore, was written in the 1980s, but it was inspired by a 1966 speech at Victoria Theatre by then Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, and it also incorporated the national pledge into it. So what happened? We did not have any natural resources. We do not have sufficient land, sufficient people. The British left us. It was about a time when our country was left to fend on its own. The 1960s and 70s were a period of Singapore when Singapore was blessed with many uncertainties and it sought to create an identity for its own. The country was facing massive unemployment and a decline in the entrepot trade. And at the time of the independence, we were grappling with a rapid growing population. During these early industrialization years, Singapore welcomed all types of industries in a bid to create jobs for the population. Singaporeans literally got down to work in the 1960s and 70s. These were not high manufacturing jobs or high paying. At that time, Singapore was a nobody. We managed our expectations. We were comfortable in our own skin. We were not choosy. We would just welcome all opportunities and we work. As Warren Buffett said, we do not have to be smarter than the rest. We have to be more disciplined than the rest. So if I can say, one of the countries, if the country's national song is the identities of the country, then I think our Singaporean identity is Singaporeans are pragmatic, cooperative, disciplined, and hardworking. Did we succeed? Wow, yes. Yeah. Yes, Majulah. Yeah, Majulah Singapore. What do you think that is? That is our national anthem, right? Majulah. Technically, it's not a Malay word. Maju in Malay means onward or go ahead, advance, progress. So Majulah means go ahead. And our national anthem is all about this essence. So let me just read out the lyrics of our national anthem. Come, fellow Singaporeans, let's progress towards happiness together. May our noble aspirations bring success. Bring Singapore success. Come, let us unite in a new spirit. Towards we proclaim onwards Singapore. Was that inspirational? It's also very directional. It is a call to action to all of us to progress in our life. You know, like Albert Einstein once said, life is like riding a bicycle, right? To keep balance, you must keep moving, right? Life can be hard for maybe two reasons. One, either because you're living your comfort zone, or two, because you're staying in it, right? But because we of who we are, our national identity. We are pragmatic, disciplined, hardworking, and progressive. COVID-19 did not destroy the fabric of our society, but it did illuminate the tenacity of the human spirit and our ability to adapt. For Toastmasters, what that means? It means going online, digitalizing all our processes, our certificates, etc. Right? In the process of adapting, we build new muscles. Every legacy, we build new muscles, we challenge every organization functional, every habit, and every arcane social customs. We rationalize every skunk work project, every legacy investment, and every heritage business process. We became more efficient during the pandemic. This is irrefutable. We, as a people, have risen stronger together. Our country just held our first large-scale National Day parade since the start of the pandemic in January 2020. And we at the district level, we just held 2 full days of this district club officers training. Many of us are back in the office, having large-scale meeting, having a trade show, like the car expo last week, social gatherings, and even some of us are planning or already have taken an overseas holiday. Now in Q3, so most of our companies right now will be doing their work plans and budgeting for 2023. All this while, the COVID-19 pandemic is still ongoing, with another pandemic right to start. There is a war going on in Europe, with another 2 flashpoints just raring to go. The international economic conditions have shifted and is poised to return to a high interest and high inflationary environment in the 1960s and 70s, right? With a global recession that is impossible to be ruled out. We must be honest with ourselves. The future is stormy, but once again, we are called to be pragmatic, disciplined, hardworking, and progressive. But I'm not worried. Like our 2021 theme song, come whatever on the road ahead, we have did it before, and we will do it again. So, Majulah Singapura, Majulah Toastmasters. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening.
Modular Singapore, Modular Toastmasters of the evening. That is me. You want me to move onward to where? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is really one inspiring speech given by our president that elevated a lot of situation that is going on. In fact, he sounds like a future, what was that? Future's MP for Kebun Baru. Thank you, Anthem, for leading the opening. Now we shall move into the prepared speech segment. The prepared speech section is where members are given the opportunity to practice public speaking skills by delivering a speech. Each project can be used to train a specific aspect and techniques in public speaking. The timing sequence is the same as what Anthem has just went through. Timer, remember to show the green background at 5 minutes and the amber background at 6 minutes and the red background at 7 minutes. And thereafter, 30 seconds to wrap up his speech before the bell ring. So timer, please take note of the background. You may reset the background. For our first speaker for this evening, who will be presenting her speech from the motivational strategy path. May I request the project evaluator, distinguished Toastmasters Brahma Kumar, to read out the project purpose. Brahma?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
The purpose of this project is for the member to cultivate an understanding how her emotions impact relationships. It is also designed to help the member identify how others' emotions impact back her emotional state. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of her experience journaling emotions or being aware of emotions when interacting with others. All the best to you, my target speaker.
The speaker for this evening claimed herself as someone who hopes to retire early and to do yoga full-time for the rest of her life. Are you serious? Delivering her motivational strategies, level 3, project 1, understanding emotional intelligence. Being smarter with feeling. Being smarter with feeling. Tiffany Tay.
Toastmasters is useless. Toastmasters is a waste of time. Why are we attending chapter meetings? Why are all of you spending money to hear strangers speak for 5 to 7 minutes? For those of you who are online and in the room today, why are you even here? Fellow Toastmasters, guests, and those online, good evening to everyone. Who said that Toastmasters is useless? That person is none other than my brother. I was so shocked. Why did he say that? Aghast, I couldn't even hear him explain why he said that. How dare he crumble the foundations of one of the oldest public speaking clubs in the world? Toastmasters is something so precious and close to my heart. I had to defend my honor. The next moment, I decided to rattle off 101 reasons why I think Toastmasters is still relevant in today's society. In our daily interactions, primary emotions are our initial reaction to an incident or event. When our brain processes this emotion, and we will experience something called a secondary emotion. I was very frustrated why I had to justify why I joined Toastmasters. This is my primary emotion. For my secondary emotion, after my brain processes, I realized that I was very ashamed. I ought to know that everybody has their own stand. If my brother has a different opinion, I shouldn't judge him and throw him under the bus. As my brother is in the civil service, he has a lot of meetings, discussions, he does presentations on a daily basis. To him, he doesn't see the importance of Toastmasters at all. So if I have known what is primary and secondary emotions, I would not have been so defensive when I spoke to him. So a simple conversation had actually become a very difficult debating contest. So everyone, think back for a second. Have you ever in your life won an argument, but you felt that you had lost the person? So what I'm trying to say that this is what understanding emotional intelligence is about. If we ourselves, we can learn to identify the primary emotions and process and also identify the secondary emotions, we can tailor our response to what the situation calls for.